And hello, and welcome to the EFS Publicity Showcase as part of the Folk Unlocked virtual conference presented by Folk Alliance International. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Ellen Stanley, our host for this showcase, and we have a wonderful evening of music planned, and I can't wait for you to hear all these artists. As some of you may know, I wear a lot of hats, and one of them, you might know me from my time on the board of directors at Folk Alliance. I served 2 terms there, and I just finished up my stint on that, and it was such a pleasure to get to know the organization better. I've been coming to Folk Alliance since 2000. So 21 years I've been involved with this organization, and I love it so much as a DJ, as a musician myself, and promoting other artists. And tonight I am wearing the promoter hat. I have this company, EFS Publicity, that founded about a year and a half ago, and it does PR, radio promotions, artist development services, and grant writing. And our first guest tonight is one of my clients that I've done some miscellaneous work for, and I did a grant for them. And this past year, I wrote a grant for the American Scandinavian Foundation, which they got to tour and study music in Sweden I think it's next year. And I'm really excited to present these gals. They are local to my Twin Cities community. I'm coming to you from Minnesota, Minneapolis, the land of the Dakota and Ojibwe, and many others. And one of the members actually lives just a few blocks from me, but I still don't get to see her very often these days. So I can't wait to see both Olivia and Carla perform. Together, they are known as the OK Factor, and I can't wait for you to hear them. So without further ado, here is the OK Factor.
Well, hey there. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are the OK Factor. I'm Carla. This is Olivia on cello. We're so excited to be joining the Folk Unlocked showcase event through Folk Alliance International. We went to Folk Alliance International several years back.
A few years ago.
And it was a time. We wish we could all be together in person, but this is the next best thing. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks so much to Ellen Stanley at EFS Publicity for hosting the showcase room tonight. The tune you just heard is an original of ours called Love Song for Lucy. And I think we're going to keep things rolling here with a tune called Beach Spring, which is an arrangement of what is a traditional shaker tune named Beach Spring. So this is our arrangement of this well-loved hymn tune. We hope you enjoy.
Well, thank you all again so much for being here. If you're just joining us, we're the OK Factor. My name is Olivia. This is my friend Carla. And we're really excited to be a part of Ellen Stanley's room here with EFS Publicity. Ellen mentioned at the beginning of her intro that she wrote a grant for Carla and I. This was, about a year ago maybe?
Last summer.
That the grant writing took place. And Ellen got us the grant. We won because of her, solely. We are so excited to be traveling to Sweden. We're not sure if it'll happen this summer, given things, or if it will happen next summer, but we're thrilled to be going whenever it happens, and can't wait to study music with traditional Swedish band Jarv. But we want to share with you next a beloved American folk song. This is Shenandoah, and it's one that we arranged several years back. We really kind of struggled to find the right fit for this tune, and kind of landed on something that's maybe a little less traditional than the typical kind of vocal arrangements that you might hear. Kind of infected it with a little more movement, and we like it that way. So this is Shenandoah.
Well, thank you all so much again for joining. We're the OK Factor. I'm Carla. This is Olivia. We're here with Ellen Stanley in the EFS Publicity Room with Folk Alliance International. Thanks so much for having us, Ellen. Such a joy to be here. I see Ellis Delaney in the chat. Hey,
Hi, Ellis.
Aren't you playing later tonight?
She is.
Yes.
She's in this room, I think, at 9.
Ellis is on at 9.
So y'all better stick around, because
Yes.
holy smokes. It's been a minute since we've seen you, Ellis. We miss you. Hope you're doing well. What's next?
Well, we thought we'd play a tune called Up in the Air, one of our favorites. It's funny because Olivia actually lives like right on the other side of 62 from the airport. So we've got, planes coming in, and the origins of this song, the legend, if you will, takes place like on an airplane. I wrote this tune flying from Minneapolis to Milwaukee at night, which was one of my favorite times to fly when we were flying more regularly. Because you just, you can look at all the people in their houses with the lights on, wondering what they're doing, and give yourself a chance to be away from the world instead of in it, which maybe we all need.
Yeah.
Or an opportunity to get out of our house, which I would appreciate at some point here soon. Yeah, this is Up in the Air. We hope you enjoy. Yay. Well, we have time, just enough time for one more. We want to make sure we say one more big thank you to Ellen Stanley of EFS Publicity for hosting us in this Folk Unlocked showcase through Folk Alliance. Such a pleasure to be here, to play for you all, to join you in a virtual community of musicians. Stick around because 7:30, I hope I don't butcher your name, Jaspar. I'm sorry. Jaspar Lepak? Lepak is on at 7:30. Stick around, make sure you hang out. Ben Cook-Feltz coming up at 8. Taylor James Donskey at 8:30. Ellis Delaney at 9. Mack, Storyhill, Danny Schmidt, everybody. You just, this is the place to be tonight. This is the place to be. Thanks, Ellen, again for having us. We're the OK Factor. We're going to finish up our set with a tune called Imaginary Friend.
Good?
Yeah.
I got it. The OK Factor joining us from Minnesota, land of the Dakota and the Ojibwe and others. And so great to see you guys. And you can find out more information about the OK Factor at theokfactor.com. Thank you so much. And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
And yes, welcome to the EFS Publicity Showcase. So great to kick things off today with the OK Factor. And again, their website is right there on the bottom of the screen. And yeah, great music. And if you haven't seen them before, they're fantastic. They do a lot of school programs as well as tour and perform their own music, at least in the normal times. As I mentioned before their set, and as they mentioned, I do all kinds of different projects for artists, not just PR and radio promotions. I do a lot of artist services. So for the OK Factor, I wrote a grant for the American Scandinavian Foundation, and which they got so that they can study in Sweden. So if you are interested in that or any other services, I do small projects, I do big national campaigns as well. So if you ever need random miscellaneous help, you can always reach out to me. And again, welcome to Folk Alliance International. Again, my name is Ellen. And it looks like I gave you a sneak peek of what's to come here with there, I got it. I'm my own producer today, so I'm learning as I go. Yes, as I said, welcome to Folk Alliance International. This is the EFS Publicity Showcase. We have great music all night, and we're really happy to have you here. So next up, I'm so excited about this next artist. I've known her for a long time. She got her start in Minnesota. She's originally from Tucson. And she has lived all over, again, spent some time in Minnesota, lived in South Africa, now based in Seattle. And she has a great new record that's going to be coming out, and it called Desert Ghosts. It comes out March 12th. But she will be having a release show on March 13th, and the album goes for ads for all you radio DJs out there. Goes for ads tomorrow. So if you don't have it, definitely hit me up. Again, my info is scrolling on this bottom of the screen there, or you can even chat at me during her set. But joining us from Seattle today, we have Jaspar Lepak. And Jaspar, so great to see you.
It's so great to see you too, Ellen. So
and I know, it's to see you. And I know you've been to Folk Alliance before, but it's so you know that this is pretty different than what it's like normally, getting through the hallways and navigating elevator situation to get to your next showcase. But we're happy to have you here, and we can't wait to hear some of the new tunes. So I guess I'll just step out of the way so you can do that. Please give a warm welcome to Jaspar Lepak from Seattle.
Excellent. Well, it's so fun to be here and to share these songs with you. I'm going to swap these headphones for a harmonica real quick. Yeah, this is so fun. I was thinking this week that playing from my little office is actually a lot less awkward than playing in a hotel room. So I'm kind of, I don't know, it's fun and awkward, and it's fun to do this a different way this year. So I'm going to play some songs off my upcoming album, Desert Ghosts. I'm super excited about it. This first one was inspired by a photograph. It's called Black and White Dress. Black and white town with one-way streets and a one-way sound. I moved to the city to live in the gray. I knew I had things to say. To color my world, I got a tattoo. Rented an apartment and I met you. We should have been more careful, we could have been more true. We've only ourselves to blame. But I feel good in this black and white dress with its black and white stripes and its curves and its stretch. Mama would tell me it's a little too tight, but Mama ain't here tonight. my voice sticking out in a crowd. I learned pretty young how to keep my head down, to follow the rules and behave. I sat in a church where Jesus was judge. He knew what I wanted, he knew what I'd done. Right was right, wrong was who I was. I prayed my pride away. But I feel good in this black and white dress, with its black and white stripes and its curves and its stretch. Mama would tell me it's a little too tight, but Mom ain't here tonight. So down, your heart on the pavement and eyes on the ground, lost in the shadows of a black and white town, and what they'll think of you. You tell me you love me, but you know it's a lie. You're just afraid to make things right. I'm not gonna live for the sins of one night. It's my life I choose. 'Cause I feel good in this black and white dress, with its black and white stripes and its curves and its stretch. Mama would tell me it's a little too tight, but Mom ain't here tonight. And I feel good living on my own, holding my freedom like a rolling stone. Jesus would tell me it's black or white, but it's just me tonight. It's so fun to hear not to hear, but to see the comments pop up on the screen. Phil Ward is out there, and Phil, thank you for being the reason that song exists. Phil organizes a thing called the Now See Here Project, where he gives artwork to musicians and then, gives the music back to artists, and we just keep making things inspired by each other. So that's been a super fun thing to be a part of. Okay, so the next one is the single off of Desert Ghosts. It's called Ever Gonna Fly. And I wrote this song in the few weeks following my 39th birthday. I'm 40 now, but I think I was anticipating 40 with that kind of midlife. I don't even know if you call it a midlife crisis at that point. But I was dealing with a lot of feelings around shame about growing older. And particularly as a woman in the music industry, I just was feeling like all this big sense of failure, and like I was losing some of my value just getting older. And I wrote this song to hold space for that feeling. A lot of the songs on this album explore themes particularly relevant to women, including that last one I just did, and now this one too. All right, here we go. I look in the mirror and I see the years have changed me. Lines on my skin, worn out look in my eyes. I had a flame, I did my best to keep it burning. The fire is just coals now, the last memories of light. And I feel ashamed of growing older. I feel afraid, time is passing me by. I fell to these dreams, but my dreams have grown colder. Can't let them go, but are they ever gonna fly? When I was young, I knew which road to travel. I felt something in me that was promising to shine. But life is a game, and it spits you out in pieces. The things that I've lost, I ain't ever gonna find. And I feel ashamed I was raised to be gentle, I was raised to follow. Find me a good man and never leave his side. Darling, I don't blame you for this place inside that's hollow, but I can't forgive you for just standing by. And I feel ashamed of growing older. I feel afraid time is passing me by. I fell to these dreams, but my dreams have grown colder. Can't let them go. But are they ever gonna fly? Can't let them go. But are they ever gonna fly? Can't let them go. But are they ever gonna fly? Oh, it's so fun to play for you, and yeah, here's to flying dreams, Hannah. Absolutely. I think we spend our whole lives trying to hold our dreams in ways that we can help them fly, in ways that they can help us grow, and yeah. So this next one has a little story behind it too. So in Seattle, I'm part of the Bushwick Book Club of Seattle, where we write songs about books, and it's such a fun collective and such a fun way to perform. So yeah, check out the Bushwick Book Club of Seattle. They have shows about every month, and now they're online like everything else. And this one, I read a book of poetry called Olives by A.E. Stallings, and she had a little poem in her book that really asked a good question, and I thought I'd explore that question with a song. And the question in her poem is, why should the devil get all the good tunes? And the title of the poem is Triolet on a Line Apocryphally Ascribed to Martin Luther. It's a mouthful, but why should the devil get all the good tunes is something that supposedly the great theologian Martin Luther said, but probably didn't say, but maybe, who knows. So I thought I would explore that idea in this song. It's called Why Should the Devil? Why should the devil get all the good tunes? The booze and the neon and the rhythm and blues, the swaying in the darkness and the lovers like spoons. Why should the devil get all the good tunes? And why should the devil have all the real fun? The fire and the freedom and the coming undone, the Saturday nights and the beating of the drums. Why should the devil have all the real fun? My mama told me that the devil likes to dance, dressed up in the shadows, always looking for his chance. Snake in the garden, wanna change my plans. I think the devil is a music man. Why should the devil get all the good tunes? Does he sing them on Sunday in those dim lit rooms, rocking out the jukebox, making bad men swoon? Why should the devil get all the good tunes? Why should the devil want to steal my soul? This red ship all lonesome and this need to be whole. Just a lost little puppy always looking for a home. Why should the devil want to steal my soul? My mama told me that the devil likes to dance, dressed up in the shadows, always looking for his chance. Snake in the garden, want to change my plans. I think the devil is a music man. If God's so good, why don't he have soul? Don't hear the music, wanna lose control. Feel the heavy rhythm, wanna rock and roll. If God's so good, why don't he have soul? Why should the devil get all the good tunes? The songs that make you sweat, the songs that make you move, the songs that make you feel like you got nothing to lose. Why should the devil get all the good tunes? And why should the devil keep me up at night, whisper in my ear, do what I like, sounding so wrong but feeling so right? Why should the devil keep me up at night? devil likes to dance, dressed up in the shadows, always looking for his chance. Snake in the garden, wanna change my plans. I think the devil is a music man. I think the devil is a music man. Why should the devil get all the good tunes? The booze and the neon and the rhythm and blues, the swaying and the darkness and the lovers like spoons. Why should the devil get all the good tunes? That's a super fun song to play. So during this last year, I picked up the banjo and I started playing around with it, and it's been a lot of fun. And this album, Desert Ghosts, I thought I had a copy in here. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like. It's right here. I'm super excited about it. My sister took some photos, and we used a painting that my grandmother did many years ago for the back, and I'm so excited about that. So when we started recording, it was a few weeks before lockdown happened, and then everything got put on hold. And originally I was gonna try to hire somebody to play banjo on my album, and then I picked it up sort of, I picked up a few things, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna add some banjo on this record, and I feel really excited about that, so I'll play you a song on the banjo now. This is called River Song. My soul, oh river of peace, make me whole. So my good friend Elisa Newhall is tuned in, and I just want to mention her too. Elisa Newhall and Wes Waddell both played music. They're beautiful instruments on my album and helped
create some of the arrangements, and the two of them are going to perform live with me on March 13th from the Winter Blue Room in Seattle, which is the studio where we recorded the album. And it'll be a live stream, and I have tickets on sale on my website, and I do hope that you guys can make that because it'll be such a fun, special evening. Yeah, and I'm going to play another song. Whoops, sorry, I'm getting used to this new setup, and I'm always a little bit jumpy. So here, take a sip of tea and play the one bluegrass tune that is on the record. It's called The Thing About Mountains. Okay. Oops, but first I have to retune from my other tuning. Just a moment. Here we go.
If you find love, don't lose it for a vision of who you can become. If you keep on climbing, the thing about mountains, no matter how high you reach, you'll see another one to climb. Baby, I almost lost you to this reckless striving. Got this dream I'm fighting for that I won't give up. And even though I won't stop trying to be the best part of me, it's only when you love me that I have enough. The thing about mountains, there will always be another, some point in the distance, calling out to you. The thing about love, there will never be another who can hold me like you do. Baby, I almost lost you to this restless searching. Got this place I'm hurting that I can't fill up. And even though I won't stop looking for that peace to find me, it's only when you're here beside me that I have enough. The thing about mountains, there will always be another, some point in the distance, calling out to you. The thing about love, there will never be another who can hold me like you do. Of you I stand in awe, the way your love takes us high above it all. No eyes but ours can see the beauty of this peak. Ooh, 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 and baby, I'm sorry, been taking you for granted instead of taking in the view. The thing about love, there will never be another who can hold me like you do. The thing about mountains, there will always be another, some point in the distance, calling out to you. The thing about love, there will never be another who can hold me like you do. Just hold me like you do. Just hold me like you do.
Okay. All right, so I got time for one more song, and I'm going to retune for it. So it was really incredible to watch the interview with Margaret Atwood and Anais Mitchell. The Bushwick Book Club, which I talked about a little bit earlier, has inspired, a handful of songs of mine, and this is another one of them. And I wrote this one because of The Handmaid's Tale. There's a scene in the book where the narrator is walking home, and she is looking out, and all she sees is beautiful manicured rows of tulips and roses and green grass that's just gorgeous and all cut to the same length. And she just longs, in this very oppressive community, she longs to see a dandelion. She longs to see something that's wild. Okay.
Dandelion, You are a sun. Your tiny rays of hope bloom for everyone. Dandelion, you are a moon, a soft white sphere of stars, a wand of parachutes. Dandelion, you are a wish, waiting for a child's breath. Dandelion, you are a womb, you hold another world inside each feathered plume. You ride the wind, scatter seeds, float and drift, go where you please. Dandelion, you dream of stars, dream of travel, of going far. Dandelion, you can't be tamed. Unlike the other flowers, you won't bloom in a vase. The tulip opens, a rose unfurls, your head falls over, your petals close. Dandelion, dandelion, you're in my head. They've pulled my roots, cut my stem. Dandelion, you are a ghost. It is your yellow face I miss the most. There's freedom too, and freedom from. I long to open in the sun and fly away.
That's my set. Thanks so much for having me, Ellen. And next up is Ben Cook-Feltz. I am
That's right.
particularly fond of Ben because, here, wait, let me get my headphones real quick. Ben's been playing the piano with me for so many years now, and I'm in the Twin Cities, and I just think he's fantastic. So stay tuned for the whole evening.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much, Jaspar. Great to see you. And again, new record comes out March 12th, and the big CD release show March 13th. You can get tickets at jasparlepak.com. Thank you so much, Jaspar. And thank you for stopping by the EFS Publicity Folk Alliance Showcase as part of the Folk Unlocked conference. And it's so great to be with you, even if it's just virtually this year. It's so great to see so many familiar faces pop up in the chat. And if you're out there listening and have comments or questions about any of the artists or about EFS Publicity, feel free to throw them in there. Again, my name is Ellen Stanley. I'm coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the land of the Dakota, Ojibwe, and others. And it's just great to be with you. As many of you know, I wear a lot of hats and have been participating in Folk Alliance in some way, shape, or form for the last 21 years. And one of those hats is I started this company, EFS Publicity, about a year and a half ago. And in addition to doing PR and radio promotions for artists, I also do artist services. So grant writing, crowdfunding campaigns, social media, any random tasks that maybe you don't want to do, I might be able to do it for you. And so I do small projects as well as big national campaigns. So whatever scale you're looking for, I'm happy to do that. So you can find more info on my website, efspublicity.com, and you can check it out there. But we have a great evening of music, and I know that you're probably coming in and out of these showcases just like you would if you were at the hotel, popping in and out. People have a lot of folks to see. So if you have to go, come back later, or this will be archived here on YouTube as well as on the Folk Alliance platform, Folk Unlocked platform. So feel free to check something out if you weren't able to catch it live. And hi, Vicki Emerson. So many great musicians from right here in the Twin Cities tuned in today, which is so great. Ellis Delaney as well. Oh, thanks, Ellis. And our next artist is coming to us from Minneapolis as well. And in fact, he might be in the room next door to me, perhaps.
I might be, yeah.
Ben Cook-Feltz. Hi, Ben.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Long time no see, Ellen. I mean, wow.
For those of you who don't know, Ben lives with me here in Minneapolis, and so I get the privilege of hearing him play quite a bit. And I've been a fan of his music long before we ever dated or got married or had a kid together. And
in that order. In that order.
Exactly. And if you're unfamiliar with Ben Cook-Feltz, he has been to Folk Alliance a couple times before, actually backing up Jaspar and Art Vandelay and I don't know if me, maybe Mother Banjo, and but also playing his own music. And for those of you who have not heard his original songwriting, you're in for a treat. His newest record was actually a holiday record that he recorded during the quarantine, which he started about a year ago. So he was playing holiday music outside of the Christmas season, but I don't think he's going to play any tonight. But I could be wrong. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows what could happen? Yeah. But I do know that you've been writing some new stuff, and so we might get to hear some of that tonight.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, I am going to get out of the way so that he can do his thing. Please give a warm Folk Alliance welcome to Ben Cook-Feltz.
All right. Thank you so much, Ellen. Ellen Stanley, everybody. Let's hear it for Ellen Stanley. Yeah, I am Ben Cook-Feltz. That was a wonderful introduction. This is a song. This is actually a relatively new song. It is called Magnet on Your Refrigerator. Say the trees are green as hell in Nashville, and whiskey flows from a well in Nashville. You can really set a spell in Nashville. It could set you free. Hit the dirt and play to win in Nashville. Show the devil where you've been in Nashville. But I don't really want to live in Nashville. It's really not for me. Oh, won't you let me be a magnet on your refrigerator, 9 feet off from the world? One eye open like a hawk, I would love to watch and learn. I'll watch and learn. If you've got something on your mind, then say so. Put upon or left behind, well, say so. If no one ever takes the time to say so, well, nothing's gonna change. Oh, won't you let me be a magnet on your refrigerator, 9 feet off from the world? One eye open like a hawk, I would love to watch and learn. Take me to the bridge as cars and vans go rolling by. Make a wish, send it down the holy highway where it goes. We may never know, but I've got a funny feeling that the road we choose will one day lead us home. I live about a mile away from Richfield. I actually don't have that much to say about Richfield, but I believe I'm gonna stay near Richfield. I really like it here. I've got troubles same as you near Richfield. My dreams have struggled to come true near Richfield. But I can watch my baby grow, and I don't really mind the snow. Je ne sais quoi, don't you know? Yeah, Richfield is ringing loud and clear. Oh, won't you let me be a magnet on your refrigerator, 9 feet off from the world? One eye open like a hawk, I would love to watch and Thank you very much. That was called Magnet on Your Refrigerator. And hi, Taylor. Yes, this is a teeny keyboard, a tiny piano, a Yamaha Reface CP that I received as a birthday present a couple of months ago, almost exactly 2 months ago, for my 40th birthday. I am 40 years old. But I wanted to play this because if this were an actual in-person Folk Alliance conference, this is what I would be playing right now. I'd probably be running from room to room with this teeny keyboard that sounds fantastic as far as I'm concerned. Just playing it. It's also battery powered. It has its own speakers. I mean, like, this thing's just got it all. So yeah, I love it, and I'm really excited to be debuting several of my own songs on this tiny keyboard for the first time. It's pretty fun. I'm going to continue with a song on a record that I put out a little over 5 years ago now. It's the title track to my record called She Doesn't Believe Me. The song is about love and alien abductions. She used to think I was in love. Now she says I'm falling the wrong way. My open arms are reaching for empty space. She's the reason I survive. She's a spark that's burning through my life. I tell her I'm in love with her every day. You see, I was driving through the night, and all the world was dreaming its safe dreams. In a flash I knew I was not alone. When I saw the blinding lights reaching out into the night for me, I didn't know if I'd ever come back home. They flew me through through the night sky. 1,000 spaceships soared by. No one was by my side. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me. When I woke back at home, well, I remembered soaring through starlight. So I rushed to tell her where I had gone. How my only thought was her, how the whole universe just paled beside her, how I knew my love for her led me home. They flew me through the night sky, 1,000 spaceships soaring by. No one was by my side. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me. She does not believe. You make my lonely heart fly through all the beauty of the night. My love, I do not lie. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me. She does not believe. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me. She does not believe. Thank you so much. Thank you, Erwin. Thank you, Sarah. That means a lot. Thank you. I'm gonna play a song. This is actually a somewhat older song of mine. It came out on a record 15 years ago this spring. Woo, doggy. The song is called Betrayals. It makes me wonder what I owe you. Makes me wonder why you care. You are an angel on the asphalt, flapping your wings as the semis throw dirt in your hair. It won't be long now before I stumble. I know that you will turn away. You have that look of lies behind your eyes, and it betrays your face today. It betrays your face today. When we were younger, there were no questions. When we were younger, there was no score. My heart was always in control, and you had the words to make it soar. But now I'm twisted, forgotten. I feel your words are hard to find. They're overwhelmed by hidden meaning, and they betray all the thoughts in my mind. They betray the thoughts in my mind. And if I turn around, you will laugh your way to the ground, and these betrayals will follow me down the line. Why are we searching for a reason? There's nothing left now, there's nothing here. We spend our evenings pacing hallways, trading pot shots at dead air. It ends in bitter resolutions. I wish I hadn't ever stayed. We're lost to petty accusations that betray the love that we made. They betray the love that we made. And if I turn around, you will laugh your way to the ground, and these betrayals will follow me down the line. These betrayals will follow me down the line. Thank you so much. That was called Betrayals. Oh, this really is fun. I'm enjoying. I'm really enjoying everything about this. I mean, it's so cool to just have a little modicum of the Folk Alliance experience. Even though we're all still, cooped up in our houses, when things like this happen, it always just. Oh, thank you so much, Hannah. When things like this happen, it always just. Events like this just make you feel just slightly more connected, and hearing so many great musicians playing, and you're reminded of the times when we could all gather together and it was so wonderful. But at the same time, you're also reminded of the fact that great music has not gone anywhere. It's still here. We're still playing. We're still active. We're still supporting one another. And as soon as it's safe to do so, I think we are going to be stronger and better than ever. And I'm just inspired by everything that's been happening this week here at Folk Unlocked, and I hope you all have been as well. So this is a song called Golden Day. Where you go, what you say, what I found, what we could be someday. Cross that line, there's nothing to prove. The pieces are set, so baby, make your move. Take me on, don't be shy. I'm on fire I've got a dream, and I've got a plan. So don't be afraid now to take my hand. We'll go on. We'll go on till the golden day is done. You see skies, and I see stars. You know that these lines can only go so far. Truth be told, there's no doubt that I'm in love, honey, hear me out. But we'll go on. We'll go on till the golden day is done. And you know when I am near you that I don't have much to say, but it doesn't really matter anyway. And we'll walk on through the night, for nothing I've done has ever felt so right. I lost my mind, but I won your heart. You know that these lines can only go so far, but we'll go on. We'll go on till the golden day is done. Thank you. That was called Golden Day. Oh man, this is so fun seeing all the people commenting and stuff. Oh yeah, Haley. And Jaspar loves the song. And you know what? I want to give a hand again to Jaspar Lepak, who went on just before I did. Absolutely wonderful set. I'm so excited about your new record. I'm so happy for you. I wish that you could come back to the Twin Cities more often. It's been way too long. It's been almost 2 years now, and I do love making music with you so much. And you have sung this. Actually, a few people that are commenting have sung harmonies on this song in the past, and that's just kind of cool. I don't know. I'm a sap for that kind of stuff. I am going to play one more song. Once again, my name is Ben Cook-Feltz, bencookfeltz.com. I am playing on a teeny keyboard. This is really an amazing little beast of an instrument. It sounds so good, and the whole. There are several refaces that Yamaha has put out. This particular one is meant to sound like pretty much every classic 70s electronic piano you can think of. I mean, I was playing the Roland before with like the whole, that great sound, and you can kind of phase it up. I'm not in love, or something like that. It's got a whirly, it's got a clavinet if you want. Anyway, I just love this thing. And one of the sounds that it also has is the original CP, the old Yamaha electric piano, which, think like every Billy Joel album from the late 70s, and you pretty much got this, you've heard a CP before. So I am going to end with an ode to my hometown, Cedar Falls, Iowa, a song about the street that I grew up on called Mocker Road. House stood at the edge of town, a block from Dry Run Creek. Moved there in October back in 1983. 1 and 1 half brothers and my mom and dad and me on Mocker Road. Bought myself the keyboard and my mom taught me to sing. Raised me Unitarian, so I questioned everything. I could bike to College Square, but I was tethered by a string to Mocker Road. Mocker Road, the sweetest song I've ever heard. Mocker Road, though my memories are blurred, love and hope are so much more than words. And I've got my hesitations, but I have no reservations. I'm a power pop piano trapped inside a country song. All my good intentions, something always comes out wrong. But if you give me half a chance, I'm sure we'll get along on Mocker Road. Mocker Road, couldn't tell you if it's shaped who I've become. Mocker Road, just a street in the town where I come from. But everyone has a place or a time that they call home. And I've got my hesitations, but I have no reservations. I've got so much more to say, but only 3 minutes of time. And adding to the pressure, I'm supposed to make this rhyme. So the world's a mess, but love wins out, and it all falls in line on Mocker Road. Yeah, the world's a mess, but love wins out, and it all falls in line on Mocker Road. All right, thank you so much. Thanks to Ellen, EFS Publicity. Thanks to everyone at Folk Alliance and Folk Unlocked. And please stick around for Taylor James Donskey.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ben, broadcasting from next door. And again, you can find out more about Ben's music at bencookfeltz.com. And you can also catch him on Sunday, March 7th, doing a live stream as part of the Land of 10,000 Streams online festival at 6 p.m. Central. And also every Friday, or most Fridays, you do a little broadcast on a little thing on Facebook and Instagram with your teeny keyboard.
I do. About once a week or so, I pick one of my favorite songs to play, and I play it on a teeny keyboard, and I film myself, and I just put it up into the ether.
Awesome. Well, that teeny keyboard is serving you well, and hopefully next year it will be at Folk Alliance at our in-person gathering. And well, I know you probably have to rush off to your next showcase with that little keyboard, so I'll leave you to it. Okay, Ben Cook-Feltz.
Thank you so much, Ellen.
Okay, Ben Cook-Feltz, everybody. bencookfeltz.com for more details. And thanks for stopping by the EFS Publicity Showcase as part of Folk Unlocked, Folk Alliance International's virtual conference. My name is Ellen Stanley. I'm the founder and owner of EFS Publicity, and I've been coming to Folk Alliance for a long time, about 21 years, wearing various hats as a DJ and as a musician. I used to work for Red House Records, and then I ran a nonprofit supporting Minnesota musicians, and now I get to do sort of a mix of all those things. I get to help artists get the word out about their music. I do PR and I do radio promotions and all other artist services. So crowdfunding campaigns, career planning, grant writing, and other things. And so I do small projects, big projects. So if you're just looking for a little help and you want to know what I do, you can contact me through that website, efspublicity.com. And I'm coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And our next act also lives here in Minneapolis and put out a great record last year called Paper Over It. He actually was able to have an in-person release show last January. And then there was and then everything kind of shut down, but very active, known as a sideman originally, playing with all kinds of great bands, bluegrass bands, jazz bands, indie pop bands, and but he put out this solo debut record, and it wowed everyone, not just here in the Twin Cities, but getting lots of airplay on folk and Americana radio across North America. And it's been so much fun to work with him on a variety of projects, and I'm so excited. And I'm hopefully maybe he'll talk about this, but Taylor James Donskey also is learning how to make chocolate.
Oh yes, I am. I guess I have a certificate in chocolatiering.
Well, I look forward to getting some of these chocolates at some point, but for now we will enjoy the tasty sounds of your music, Taylor. So
fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Ellen.
Awesome. Well, I will get out of the way so that you can start doing your thing. Please welcome Taylor James Donskey.
Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. Excited to be a part of my very first Folk Alliance showcase. And I'm here to play some music for you. Well, I know that you've seen they smash a glass as they clap their hands. Still I hear them screaming. I see them fight, I watch the tears, and I hear them speak, and they say, "Lady, please stay with me." But you're a sad and broken man with a sad and broken plan, who is coming down to his knees, saying, "Lady, please." Well, I know and no one sees. She grabs her wrist as she takes a stand. Oh, still they don't believe her. I hear her fight, I watch the tears, and I hear her speak, and they say, "Lady, please stay with me." But you're a sad and lonesome man with a sad and broken plan, who is coming down to his knees, saying, "Lady, please." Saying, "Lady, please stay with me." But you're a sad and lonesome man with a sad and broken plan, who is coming down to his knees, saying, lady, please, who's coming down to his knees, saying, lady, please. Thank you very much, everybody. I have to assume you're clapping out there, and if you're not, that's okay. I'm not going to hold it against you. My name is Taylor James Donskey. I have one shtick, and that is that I say my name after every single song. And you may know why already. The Google algorithm is not very kind to me. So you have to really search my whole name online. You start with Taylor, you're not going to get me. You start with Taylor James, you're definitely not going to get me. So I got to do my best to keep keep things rolling, if that makes sense. Let's see here. I'll play this guy here. No, I'll put this down for now. This one's called Box and Letter. You can hear it on my album. If you'd like, I also have a live take of it from the release show last year. One of the last live things I ever did. Bit of a shame, playing a big album release show and then having everything shut down. But we did get one really great tune out of it, and this the live version is quite louder than this one. But it's called Box and Letter. Sitting here instead of going out and doing things with you. See the kids outside from my room. I see the smallest one separate from the rest, screaming, grabbing a fist of sand, tears and all the rest. Seeing all the people, I see them falling down. Help will come to all but some. Others still lie face down in the mud, and it started to taste good, you see. But you kept calling me, told that I'd be better off dead. Had everything I needed, had everything, and yet I was once walking slow across a bridge, and with all the things I said you'd see, you kept calling me. Everything I see here, I pray it all comes back home to you. Every box and letter sent to you. I never packed these things, and I never meant for you to see all the things I hate to be. But you kept calling me. I was once a letter grade from death, had everything I needed, had everything, and yeah, I was once walking slow across a bridge, and with all the things I say you'd see, yeah, with all the things I said you'd see. Yeah, with all the things I said you'd see, you kept calling me. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Taylor James Donskey. Most of these tunes are off my record called Paper Over It. You can find it across the internet at various locations. If you're in Europe, it's on Deezer. Found that out the other day. Quite excited about that. Got a few friends over across the pond there that have a chance to play my music on repeat while they sleep, which is a suggestion for you as well. Let's see here. What else do we got? We got quite a bit more. Here's a new one. This one's called Don't Want to Lose. And, well, I guess it goes like this. I don't know what you've been getting up to in your little house that's filled with light, where the plants seem to grow and they're starting to show little flowers that keep me up at night. I watched you for so many months, it seems now, like you would rather let it go to waste. Like that light in the hall and those flowers so small didn't show up for you in the first place. Mother-to-be, can't you see? All this love ain't coming free. It's in there like the veins around the heart, 'cause I fell for you far too soon. As it looks, you've given it a good run, but to you it's the end of the road. But your friends that you resist say go on while you insist. They can't stand you without place and without home. So get on up and get your hands a-working. They ain't seen enough of this wide world. Consider it a bet that you might lose, but don't forget your life won't ever lose one drop of worth. Mother-to-be, can you see? All this love ain't coming free. It's in there like the veins around the heart, 'cause I don't want to lose your touch. Sometimes it's all I have left. I fell for you far too soon. I fell for you far, far too soon. Thank you very much, everybody. Really appreciate you coming out. I think my parents are out there watching on their TV at home. They figured it out. Congratulations, Mom and Dad. My name is Taylor James Donskey, and I'm going to keep on playing songs until someone tells me to stop. And even then, I might not listen. What a wonderful thing to do. I've been teaching lessons all day long. I've been sitting in this chair for about 6 hours now. And I'm happy to change it up a bit. It's nice to be here with y'all. What was I going to do next? It's a good question. This one's called Room for Waiting. I had only known you for a while, but you had come to me, oh how
oh how bright your smile. We swept each other up to a night you drove off without a sound. I awoke to find that you could not be found. He had held your face, the one that I hold dear, and you would never tell of the terror and the fear. Oh, she had left you there, it seemed so wild, and all he did was drive away from you. Oh my, how you cried. And I've forgotten what you said. Could you remind me again and again and again about this plan and all these saints that come to save me when I am dead? If you're gone, I will only shake my head. She has always kept a piece of her with you, and I can never tell, are you lying or always telling the truth? But now we're left here, the lights so bright, and all we do is stare. The sheets so wet, the pain I cannot bear. And I've forgotten what you said. Could you remind me again and again and again about this plan and all the saints that come to save me when I am dead? If you're gone, I will only shake my head. If you're gone, I will only shake my head. I said, if you're gone, I will only shake my head. Yeah, if she's gone, I will only shake my head.
Thank you very much, everybody. All right, well, let's see here. I'm going to do some more new things, new songs. This one's inspired by the great Randy Newman.
Now you know it used to be that a man, a woman, or otherwise would have to live some 30-odd years to get something good out of life. Now as it seems to be, I'm inclined to disagree. Yes, for all of the people who find happiness, there's so many more with less. Yes, so many more with less than the best. And I wish I could find something funny, you see. Yeah, 'cause when you try to find it, yes, you find it out of reach, locked away from you and others like you too. La 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 la. Yes, when you try to find it, yes, you find it out of reach, locked away from you and others like you too. A little short one there for you. Well, I got some more time left. They haven't kicked me off. So that's good. It's good to hear. Like I said, you can follow me on all those platforms available online for your media consumption. Just search my entire name. My name is Taylor James Donskey. Make sure you get that in the correct order. I hope you like my horses. Special ordered here. I'll tilt this back. I had a good experience on the old Etsy. This is from 1970s. I've named these two Click and Clack after the Tappert brothers. For those who are into public media and the Click and Clack, the car talk show, a staple of my childhood. We'd like to thank Scott and Mallory of the Rough and Tumble for being here. Hello. You guys just released a record and had a bass player on it that looks remarkably like me. I had a wonderful time with that. So everyone go away now and listen to the Rough and Tumble. Let's see here. What should I do? I'll do that one. I believe this one will be my last song for the evening. Out there on the corner, under a pale gold light, and there's that old payphone with a number on the side, and that old payphone, it's been there my entire life. And I never called that number, even though I said I might. And I keep saying no, one of these nights I'll get real drunk and call that number alright. But each time I try, my heart beats loud, that ringing in my ears, it's the sound I hear as I stumble on home. Still I stumble on home. Now I know she's telling me everything I needed to hear, like the angels in the heavens. She's falling fast and swiftly here, but I ain't no stranger, she said. I just hear the truth I know I did not fall here. I did not fall here to sit and to save you. And she keeps saying, you know, one of these nights you'll get real drunk and call that number alright. And each time you do, your heart beat loud, that ringing in your ears, it's the sound you'll hear lying next to me. Still I stumble on home. Now I've got to know how you got old so heavy in this place. And I've gotta know, how did your show go? I'm sorry I couldn't stay. And I keep saying, you know, one of these nights I'll get real drunk and call that number alright. And each time I try, my heart beats loud, that ringing in my ears, it's the sound I hear as I stumble on home. Still I stumble on home. I'd like to thank everybody for being out here this evening. I had a really nice time from the comfort of my own home, and I think from the comfort of yours, you've been able to listen to all sorts of wonderful music. Thanks to Ben Cook-Feltz for opening up for me. I hope you stick around for Ellis Delaney right after me. And many thanks to Ellen Stanley and to EFS Publicity for having me at my very first Folk Alliance Showcase. I hope to be back someday soon, and I hope I can see you all in real life someday. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, this is where I'll leave you.
All right. Taylor James Donskey. Thank you so much, Taylor.
Thank
Great
you,
to
Ellen.
see you.
Nice to see you too.
And hopefully we'll see each other in person sometime. And you're going to get me those chocolates now that you are
Yes.
certified chocolatier.
If
So
any of y'all out there would like some chocolates, you send me a message by email, Instagram, anything like that. Carrier pigeon works too, and I'll put something together for you.
wonderful. And again, Taylor James Donskey, his latest album is Paper Over It, and it's a great production and beautiful album. And if you need a copy, you let me know. Throw it in the chat or contact me through EFS Publicity. And Taylor James Donskey performing also as part of that Land of 10,000 Streams Festival on Sunday, March 7th at 4 p.m. Central. And we mentioned earlier that Ben Cook-Feltz is part of that. So it's a great lineup of Minnesota artists, and it's going to be a lot of fun. That's that first weekend of March. Thank you so much, Taylor, and great to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you.
And again, welcome to the EFS Publicity Room here at the Folk Alliance International Conference, the virtual edition, Folk Unlocked. My name is Ellen Stanley, your host for this room and the founder and owner of EFS Publicity. And this has been so much fun to see so many familiar faces come in. Hi, Lindell. So great to see you. Lindell is one of the other Twin Cities artists I work with. And if you want to check out the full roster of artists that I work with, it's really a sampling because they're artists that I sometimes just do short-term projects for. But you can check it out at efspublicity.com. And it's also nice to see so many musicians who've performed already as part of the showcase, like Jaspar. hanging around still in the room. And I feel like this is simulating what happens at the real Folk Alliance conference when we're going from hotel room to hotel room. Sometimes you literally can't leave the room because there's like, guitar cases in the way and it's too packed to leave. So you just kind of stay put. Or sometimes you just are enjoying the music, so you stick around. And I wasn't sure how that would work in this virtual forum, if it would be too easy for people to flit here and there, but it seems like people are hanging out for the evening. So I'm so glad, because we have a lot of great music left to come. And this next artist has pretty much, as soon as I moved to the Twin Cities in 2001, I started hearing about this artist I had to hear, Ellis. And I started hosting the Women Folk Radio show on KFAI, and everyone would request Ellis. But I don't think I actually saw Ellis perform until a Folk Alliance conference, perhaps. And then years later, then I got to know her and her music. And over the years, it's been so great to hear it evolve. And she just put out a new record this past year called Ordinary Love. And if you missed it amongst the craziness of this past year, this is the album you need to hear this year, because it is all about finding hope and joy, even amidst hard times, and finding it with your community, which I think is what we need more of right now. In other words, we just need more Ellis in our lives, more Ellis Delaney. And joining us today, hi, Ellis.
Hey, Ellen, it was funny you said that. I was like, actually, I think we met at the Kinko's a few times in that town before actually, hanging out at shows together.
Yeah, and then and this was after we knew each other, but then we would run into each other at the YWCA in the locker room.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that was good and awkward and fun.
I know, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's all about community. And, well, it's so great to see your face. You don't live too many miles from me in Minneapolis, but again, we don't really get to see each other these days, except in little boxes. But hey, little boxes is better than no boxes.
Right? I mean, it's like we're seeing each other in a window, basically. It's a window. I don't know. I thought there was more to that when it came out of my mouth, but there wasn't.
I feel like you're channeling the Folk Alliance vibe of like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I've been up for like 3 days straight. And the funny thing is, I don't know if you feel this way, Ellis, but I feel like I thought it would be more relaxing to do Folk Alliance from home, but really it's just that your whole everyday world kind of invades the conference, whereas normally if you're attending a conference in a different city, then you're like, oh, well, I can't do laundry, can't handle that.
Or jury duty.
Oh, that's right. You have jury duty this week.
Yeah. So I'm now done with jury duty. The case I was assigned to got resolved. But can I tell you, it's really, I wouldn't have done jury duty if I had Folk Alliance somewhere else.
True. Wow. Well, yeah, you have a lot of time to wait, and maybe even I would imagine there's a lot of people watching. I've done jury duty before, and I haven't been selected for a jury, but I have done the waiting in those rooms, and I would imagine that there's a lot of people watching and probably a lot of song inspiration.
For sure, absolutely. I did write lyrics.
Excellent.
I did.
Well,
we won't. Very creative.
We won't expect to hear that song today, but again, I'm so excited that you're here to perform for us for this virtual version of Folk Alliance. I know you're no stranger to the conference, and I'm just so happy you could do this with us today. And I love the new record, Ordinary Love. I'm betting we're going to hear some songs from it because it came out about, at least locally, it was released with a big show about a year ago.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of hard to believe, really. It feels like
5 years ago.
Yeah, it really does. And it feels like a different time, a different world. I mean,
Yeah.
It was a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I will step out of the way and make room for you to do your beautiful songs. Please welcome to Folk Alliance, Ellis Delaney.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Ellen. I may go ahead and take off these earphones just for extra hair, just kidding. Oh, y'all, it's so wonderful to be here with you. I'd love to just start with this one. This is a song called 500 Crows. Yeah. Today, I met 500 crows crowded in the trees in my front yard. On the bare branches, They looked like leaves flying around. I was amazed. It sounded like a Grove convention, like something big was going down, or some kind of argument, or maybe they were singing. And so I closed my eyes to better hear the crow chorus, to see if I could catch the beauty in their sound. Oh, they were singing out loud, such a clear and pure emotion. I felt moved, not even knowing what their music was about. Oh, yes. Love, I am part heartache, I am part joyful child, I am a grown-up that's still growing up, and I don't always have it figured out. To tell you the truth, I'm still searching, trying to find that bigger light. I want to break free from all this suffering. I want to learn how to enjoy my life. So I close my eyes to better hear your heart beating. 'Cause in your arms I feel relief from the despair. I wonder how can I hold on to this feeling, or can I listen to my own heartbeat and hear the music there? I'm looking for a melody that will break my heart open wide. I wanna sing with the angels now. Don't wanna wait until I die. No, today I met 500 crows. Yeah. Oh, y'all. Oh, thank you so much for just being here and in this virtual space. I'm gonna dive into the song that's the title track from my new record, Ordinary Love. I really love the song, and I also love being able to play Myrtle. Usually when I'm at a Folk Alliance, I'm flying, or I'm, I just tend to not bring Myrtle along. I don't know, Myrtle, it's not personal. You are very small. This song is just really brought me a lot of joy, and I'm hopeful that it will bring you some joy as well. Just this idea that love is all around us, all the kinds of love that, really can help us, ground us in the moment that we're in, and the connection that we have to each other that is always there, even when we're not directly next to each other or, in the same space. As we are finding out, I think, through this pandemic experience we're all having, certainly it's really shown me the things I'm grateful for that are right here. And so, yeah, here we go. Can kind of imagine, a whole, no, don't imagine. Just be with me. We're good. Here we go. Oh. Love, ordinary love, do 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 do. Love, this is the time of our lives. We are watching the tide come by your side. Well, there's nothing else I'd rather do. Love, ordinary love, sticking it out when the going gets tough. I keep coming home to you. Love, ordinary love, seeing the best and giving no less, working hard to be good for you. I got a feeling things are only getting brighter. We're stopping all that shadow boxing, seeing more light. We have made a decision to make our love better. Every moment is a chance to turn whatever's wrong right. We are magic in the making. We are making magic happen. Love, ordinary love. Do 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 do. Don't you know I want you, love? We just get better with time, keeping each other in mind. We got an everyday joy attitude. Love, love, every day. I'll be sticking it out when the going gets tough. I keep coming home to you. Love, I'll keep my eyes on the truth, seeing the best and giving no less, doing what I can do every day. Love, steal the show. Love, we don't need fancy stuff to make our dreams come true. I got a feeling things are only getting brighter. Love, ordinary love. Do 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 do. Don't you know I want you, love? Ordinary love. Do 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 do. Everyday love. Ordinary love. Do 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 do. Don't you know we need it, love? Yeah, ordinary love. You know, I was just thinking as I was playing that song, you know, just, and I also noticed that my camera started shaking a little bit because I'm in a little bit of a new spot in the room. Thought I would try a different spot, and because that's what we get to do when we're broadcasting from the same space in different shows. And so anyway, and so I just want to I let you know that I will do my best to stand still, but I have so much excitement that it does spill over. So I will do my best though, so that you don't have the what was that movie, Blair Witch? Was that the one with all the motion? Anyway, it's a weird reference, so I'm just gonna come right back here into the room with you and just say, Ordinary Love, the record, has a lot of some folks that played earlier. The OK Factor has a lot of the OK Factor on the record playing with me, and so it's just so wonderful to get to hear those girls again when they started the show today. And then everyone that's been a part, you know, hearing Jaspar and just such a clear, beautiful voice, and Ben and his just amazing songs. I haven't heard Ben play his original stuff, and so that was a treat. And then, oh my gosh, Taylor James, I mean, wow, I was like, oh, you just helped me get into a really great place. And so anyway, I do feel a little bit of that Folk Alliance vibe happening here in the room. Thank you so much, Ellen, for making it happen amidst this conference and inviting me to take part. Let's see here. So maybe I will do this one for you. This one feels right. This is a song that has been with me for a while, but I feel like this year especially I've needed it more than ever, because I do feel something heavy in my heart, and I know part of it is that I just really like like it when I'm through the heavy parts, you know, of you know, whatever is going on. I like it. I like the phoenix rising from the ashes, but I don't necessarily like the burning. So I'm like, I'm ready to be the phoenix, you know. And right now, I just feel like I'm, you know, still trying to figure it out, trying to understand how to move forward, you know, in this time, and with as much, you know, compassion for the, you know, ADD mind that is my mind. I don't know how all of y'all are, but I feel like my juggling skills, they are getting better. It's happening, but it's slower than I'd like, you know, and so that's why, you know, folks like me need to hire Ellen, you know, to do more stuff. But anyway, this is a little song of encouragement, of prayer, you know, hoping, prayer energy, that may we be right on time, right here in the moment, not get too caught up in the stories of the future or the past, I guess that would be. Wish for you to be free from doubt. When you feel left behind or left out, when the world seems brighter everywhere else, and your mind is lost inside a wishing well, right on time. You are right on time. You're right on time. Remember, the heart is a tender thing, restless and hopeful, it cries and sings. And sometimes you need shelter and a space to be a little tough, not tough enough, a little lost at sea. And when everyone is racing and you join in, if you can, try running with a smile, 'cause there is a danger in going too fast, or getting too far ahead can set you back. Right on time, oh yeah, you are right on time, you're right on time. You are right on time, you're right on time. And when you're tired and on your own, cried so many tears, they're all gone. When there's nothing you haven't tried to fix this uncertain road. Oh, when everywhere you look you see regret, caught up in the past and what might have been, what we can never know, make our heads spin. A little love, a little trust, a lot of forgiveness. Right on time, you are right on time, you're right on time. What if we're Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, y'all. I should let you know that not tomorrow, but the next Friday, I have just agreed to join Mr. David Wilcox on his Friday evening show that he's been doing weekly, and he sometimes invites artists to join him. And so next Friday, I'll be joining him for a little song swap. Mr. David Wilcox, those of you who know and love him, he is one of my favorites, one of my heroes. I have many heroes and sheroes, and he is certainly one of my favorites, and it's really going to be a joy to join him. And so I will be putting that information up on my website today, tonight, or tomorrow morning, and it'll be there. But also, I should let you know that I have another show also that on the Saturday, on the 6th, and it's going to be for the Folk Music Society of Huntington. And so for those of you who are interested in a full show of mine, that is also coming up. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites from the new record. This is called The Finest Adventure. Once I met a Frenchman who gave me half his pie. I don't speak any French. He didn't speak any English. But we shared a laugh and a pie and the beauty of the day. The beauty of the mountains. Cafe in Amsterdam, it was a sit-down kind of show. I saw a dancer in the back, smiling through her tears. Yeah, she looked like a rainbow that had stepped out of the sky to dance. And everyone else was facing me. Was she real? Or was she make-believe? But I talked to her after the show, and she said life goes faster than you know when you are young. You must dance and sing every chance you get. Meet your life every day like you are in love. Be in love with your life, child. A blank piece of paper. Let's take a walk. Let's wander together while we still have time. Before the sun goes down, the sun always goes down. Surely you and I can have the finest adventure. You've got a map in your pocket. I have a map, oh yes. You've got a dream if you want it. I've got a dream too. Let's share our dreams. Let's dance and sing together. Oh, this is our life. The sun is rising before the night falls. Oh, I want to love you better and better and better and better. I want to love. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am taking part this year in a Song a Week project that many of you maybe have heard of, the Real Women, Real Songs project that Carrie Cooper started quite a few years back, and I think this is the third year that she's done it. So it's the Real Women, Real Songs Chapter 3. So along with a lot of other songwriters, I think, and also painters and folks that are visual artists, we are every single day there are 3 songwriters and at least one painter who releases a new piece of work. For the songwriters, we make videos and sing the new song as it is from a prompt that Carrie posts to us earlier in the week. And if you're an artist, if you're a songwriter, if you're a visual painter, you are also welcome to join in the fun of the pressure is an invitation idea. I certainly have really enjoyed so far being a part of this community and have written some songs that I really love, and I can't wait to get them inside my body a little bit more so that I can start playing with them and editing a little bit and maybe starting to play them out a little bit as well. But yeah, it's just really an exciting project. So if you are interested in finding out more about that, you can go to the Real Women, Real Songs Facebook page or YouTube. They have a YouTube page as well, and you can catch the artists that are there. And if you want to hear new material from me, that's the place right now. You can get the fresh material. But speaking with Ellen earlier, I talked about jury duty and how this week I was in jury duty. Well, this week I had to write my song away from my instrument, and so it is very wordy. There are a lot of words in it. And it's very simple. The guitar part is very, very simple. I just wrote the chords for it in advance and then got there and just made up some stuff. But anyway, there's something to it. There's something in there that I really love. It is based on Jimi Hendrix and a saying that he had, which is, don't mind me, I'm just kissing the sky. And so the song is called Kiss the Sky. And I just love this idea that, can we really see life every day as an opportunity to be grateful, for the fact that we're alive, the fact that we're here. It's so easy for me, and I'm guessing you too, to just kind of get caught up in the stuff, the stuff that we're not doing or the stuff that we need to do or the plans. And, certainly COVID has slowed us down quite a bit. But I think I've certainly managed to stay really busy and kind of, still in the same speedy pattern, just I'm spinning my wheels a little more at home, but anyway, so yeah, so if you want to, check out that song, you can do that. Let's see here. I really didn't have a good tie-in there. I just really wanted to share with you that. There's probably one more thing I want to share with you before I play this last song. And that is a book that I've been just so inspired by lately by Resmaa Menakem called My Grandmother's Hands. It's a book I've been working with for the last few years, just trying to understand, how white supremacy has, been a part of the air we breathe, the culture that we live in a way that has been in our bodies, is actually in our nervous systems. And so he really talks about healing the nervous system, and he talks about all bodies, and it's just a really wonderful way to think about healing and, how to really work with what's going on right now, in our country and in the world around some people being worth more than others. There's really this idea that some people are worth more than others, and I just want to teach my kid, the fact that the concept that we all have equal worth, no matter our gifts or our weaknesses, and certainly I want to really feel that in my own body and my own heart and mind, and so I just wanted to mention that in case you haven't heard of that book. It's real medicine. So without further ado, I'll play you this last song, and then I cannot wait to hear Danny Schmidt, I love you, Danny. I can't wait to hear you play. And Annie Mack and Storyhill. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be hanging out. Thank you again, Ellen, for all your amazingness, your mad skills, truly, at spreading the word, helping to spread the word about music. Yeah. To connect people. We know the deal, it is a part of life. We're only here for such a short while. It's never a question. We love like we have all the time in the world. I'd never choose to leave you this early. I offer a different story to tell. Yes. Remember laughter, and baby, won't you please remember something else? I'm still here after I'm gone, and the birds singing their love songs in the summer sun. Let me warm your heart, 'cause I will always be wherever you are. I'll be that angel sitting right on your shoulder. I'll be the star shining to light your way. Oh, not for 1 minute. Don't think you are forgotten. All you have to do is think of me. And if you don't want to, then don't say goodbye. Or say I will see you around the next time. But know this, I will always be here by your side. 'Cause I'm still here after I'm gone, and the birds singing their love songs in the summer sun. Let me warm your heart, 'cause I will always be wherever you are. I will always be wherever you are. I will always be wherever you are, wherever you are. I'll be that angel wherever you are, wherever you are. Oh, I will always be wherever you are, wherever you are.
All right. Ellis Delaney. Thank you so much, Ellis. Great to see you.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Great to see you. And again, you can catch Ellis Delaney March 5th and March 6th, 2 nights next weekend. The Friday with David Wilcox and the Saturday a full set of Ellis's music. You can find out the details on her website, ellisdelaney.com. Thank you so much. I miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too. Oh.
Take care. And again, Ellis Delaney doing a great set as part of the EFS Publicity Showcase here at Folk Unlocked, the virtual version of Folk Alliance International. And yes, lots of clapping. And let's give it up for Ellis Delaney. And again, if you haven't checked out her new album, Ordinary Love, you need to. There's a reason why it was on the folk charts for so long this summer. Without further ado, I don't want to chat too much because I want to make sure that Danny Schmidt has plenty of time to perform, because I know many of you probably stopped by the showcase to catch him play. And I will just say briefly that if you aren't familiar with EFS Publicity, you might have met me, Ellen Stanley. I've been around Folk Alliance for a while, wearing different hats. But one of the hats I wear these days is running this not just a PR company, but we do a lot of artist services. So crowdfunding campaigns, grant writing, all different things. And I do things of any size. So Danny, who I got to work with when we were both involved with Red House Records, had some singles that he wanted some help promoting, and wasn't doing a huge campaign, but just wanted a little help and writing some materials for them and whatnot. And so I did that, and it was such a joy to get to reconnect with Danny, because he's not only one of my favorite artists, he is just a wonderful person, and it's great to have an excuse to email him. And yes. So without further ado, I want to introduce Danny Schmidt. All right.
Hi. Look who I brought with me.
Ooh.
Look who I broke quarantine with.
And we have someone else joining him, Carrie Elkin, another great friend and wonderful songwriter. And so this is what Folk Alliance is about. Everyone coming together, stopping by the room, hanging out. And we were just chatting backstage that we could chat without disrupting any of the performances, because normally I get yelled at because I'm loud. But well, I'm going to get out of the way so that you can perform. But it's so great to see your faces, both of you.
You
and
too.
I can't wait to hear your set.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting us.
And I should mention, you might want to turn. Do you have a verb situation there?
A bit, but it's
it feels very big. Just so you know.
We're just gonna.
it won't once we scoot into the mic.
We're
Gotcha.
also in our kitchen.
Yeah, we're in the kitchen and we're far
No
away.
problem. I won't ask any more questions. I'm just going to get out of the way. Please welcome Danny Schmidt with Carrie Elkin.
Thank you, Ellen. We met at Folk Alliance. In fact, me and Carrie met at Folk Alliance too. Folk Alliance.
True.
I wouldn't know anyone in the world if it wasn't for Folk Alliance. And no one in the world would know about my music if it wasn't for Ellen Stanley. She was the person shouting from the mountaintops. And I really appreciate that, Ellen. And I love hanging out with you. I'm sorry that we have to do it virtually this year because we miss you. I'm going to jump right to it. I'm just going to play the new stuff that I was putting out this year. I was for the first time I was writing songs and literally recording them a day or two after I wrote them because they were kind of a topical nature. This is a very peculiar year, and wanted some sort of commentary on it as it went, and I wanted the songs to be received in the context in which they were written, and not a year or two later like some albums end up being. So thank you to Ellen for helping spread the word, and here's one. There's a face in the distance, they're all distant now. She's holding her breath, and she's hiding her mouth. We're walking on opposite sides of the lonely divide. And the closer we came, the further it felt, until I crossed the road and then she crossed herself. I waved as we passed, and she smiled with the bags of her eyes. Oh, 2020, you're fading away. You're weeks into months, and your months into days. As they all blur together like tears on the page, as if angels were writing it down. The party's a cocktail we drink all alone. Our friends are a movie we watch on our phone. Our parents are teenagers sneaking around in the night. And our children are monkeys that are tied to our wrists. Our houses are wrecking balls tied to a list. The plan is a guess where the jester insists that he's right.
2020, you're fading away. Your weeks into months and your months into days, as they all blur together like tears on the page, as if angels were writing it down. Well, the shelves are as empty as people are scared. Our hands are as clean as the fear in the air. Our trust is as blind as the packages left on the porch. And we're lucky if somehow we still have some work where all that's required is wearing a shirt. We're so non-essential, at last we can laugh till it hurts. Oh, 2020, fading away. Your weeks into months and your months into days, as they all blur together like tears on the page, as if angels were writing it down. I think of my grandparents' time in the war, that it's never the same as the same was before. They bomb your cathedral, forever the treasure is gone. And at night I hear sirens and songs in the dark, and the roar of propellers like heaves of dry coughs. In the heart of the city, there's a hole where John Prine still belongs. Oh, 2020, you're fading away. Your weeks into months and your months into days, as they all blur together like tears on the page, as if angels were writing it down, as if angels were writing it down, as if angels were writing it down.
What?
Oh, I just like that I can clap for you.
Oh, yeah. Someone's got to. Thank you, Carrie.
I also realized
Let me-
that I never, buttoned my clothes back.
Make sure something's not messed up here. Good. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you guys for being here and listening. This is, I assume you guys know Carrie, so I forgot to introduce her, but this is Carrie Elkin.
Hi.
She's an amazing singer-songwriter and also a great wife. Not
All right,
necessarily in that order. I'm going to do another one of the newer ones. This one I wrote in the lead up to the election, and it's less about the election and more about our sort of divided and divisive state that we have been in, and it's been pretty demoralizing. Regardless of your political affiliations, I think we can all agree it's been pretty demoralizing, and the angst has been high, and the anger has been high, and our mistrust has been high, all that, and I feel like we're at the very beginning of a sort of long healing process and reunification process. I hope that's the way it's going. It feels like that to me. I know there's people that are not feeling like that especially, but I think it will happen, at least as we're sharing a common reality for a while. But this song is about that divide, and yeah. Tear the world in half, the haves from the have-not haves, and build a fire between us, and hope hoped like hell to raise the phoenix, tear the world in two, the truths from the half, the truths of lies, and the bad disguises from the facts and Nobel Prizes, yeah. These were once good lands of good family. Come on now. These were once good lands of good neighbors and good friends, but we used to fight like dancers, one call with different answers. These were open lands, and strangers were our future friends, but fences make for consequences. We're prisoners of our own defenses, yeah. Our way, but found it stolen, hidden in a storm of nothing, a hurricane of newsmen blushing. Now our eyes are bleeding, tears of loss of reason, a pool of our own objections. We're honest men with no reflections, yeah. My sister, a gentle warrior, fierce resistor, and fill the sky like blackbirds, or sit and watch the world spin backwards. Here's the choice, my brother, old soldier, different drummer, march hard and break the borders, or stand guard in the old world orders. Here's the choice, my child, set your hands and reconcile, while the king kneels down before us. It's time for you to rise in chorus. It's time to set our anger free. It's time for facts to shade beliefs. It's time to name the new North Star. It's time for flames to skewer the dark. It's time to shake the voting booth. It's time for us to scream the truth. Now it's time, my friends, it's time to make us whole again. Just as the world revolves, let's get these broken days resolved. Thank you. Let's do this. This was the other song I wrote that I released kind of immediately as a single, and it was.
Danny went for it.
I don't know if it's going for it. It's just a different way. Usually they build, the songs build up for a while, and when you release a record, most songs don't need to exist in a particular moment in time. They might have come from a moment in time, but they don't need to exist in that time for other people to experience them in the way you meant them. And these particular songs felt like they did to me, so I just did them that way. This This one I wrote about the Black Lives Matter movement. I know a lot of this crew is from Minneapolis, St. Paul, and I know that hit even closer to home for y'all than it did for everybody in it, but it hit us all pretty close to home. And, yeah, it's about that. How would you want to talk?
He was black and they were blue, the colors of a bruise, the colors of another brother who's choking on the truth. And so tonight the street's on fire, 'cause that's the candlelight required. That's the holy cost of tape and chalk. That's the crying of the choir. And tell me why. There's another tell me why. And all this time we're still defined by color. Tell me why. Then tell me when. Can the humble hearts of men bend and bow and vow to disavow? Well, tell me how, then tell me when. He was black and they were white, a cost without a price, a senseless flood of black man's blood. Now it's time to shed some light. And so tonight the streets are red, marking every crooked bend. And one by one the march goes on, delivering the dead. And tell me why. There's another tell me why. And all this time we're still defined by color. Tell me why. Then tell me when. Can the humble hearts of men bend and bow and vow to disavow? Well, tell me how, then tell me when. 'Cause I don't believe that victims go to heaven when they die. They're stuck here as reflections in our eyes of all the false confessions, swearing that we've tried. They're the voice of silence asking when, and the voice that answers why. He was black and they were blue, the colors of a muse, the colors of another mother who's choked up on the news. And so we fight for streets and gold, like we were promised and were told, to crown that good with brotherhood, from soul to shining soul. And tell me why.
Thank you. I'm a bit in tweener land on time, so let me do this one, and if I need to cut it off in the middle, I will do that. But kind of, obviously oh, that's horrible. Those songs were all of a kind of...
Ellen said, do the whole song.
Do the whole song? Well, it's going to sound like a tuning song. This song is an older one actually, but I dusted it off this year. And there's a Hebrew phrase, tikkun olam, which means to repair the world, as part of our sort of responsibility in exchange for having the privilege of getting to be alive for a while. Is we have the responsibility of not just cleaning up our own mess that we've made, but doing a little repair work from what came before us. And I've always liked that sort of sense of responsibility. And we've been doing a little more breaking of things lately than we've been doing fixing of things. And so the song's about getting back to the fixing a little bit. Thank you again to Ellen for having us. It's always a joy to see you. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Thanks, Ellen. Thanks for watching, everybody. Ellis, thanks for your joy.
Hang tight, the nightingale sings though her body's frail. Songs where her feathers fail to make right the time, make right the time, make right the time. On a string of beads, just one prayer on the rosary, a single voice, a single please, make right the time, make right the time, make right the time. Eyes of purpose, lips of place, to know and speak of only grace, to make right the time, make right the time, make right the time. Just a kind hello, the shadow play of ice on snow, it softens both the friend and foe, to make right the time, make right the time, make right the time.
Thank you guys. It's been a lovely evening. Top to bottom, and Ellen, there you are. Sorry, now I can hear you. Oops, now I can't. You're muted.
Oh yeah, I can't hear you.
There we go.
What kind
Danny,
of DJ are you?
I know. It's just empty air every time I come on the mic. Anyway, thank you so much, Danny Schmidt and Carrie Elkin. Such a great set, and so great to see your faces. And I know, yeah, we did meet at a Folk Alliance at a Towns Van Zandt tribute night, which is when you guys met. I think we all met the same.
It's when I met Carrie, and it's when I met Chris and Johnny. That was the first night I ever met those guys.
Who are coming up? I know,
Lord.
and they're coming up at
I know.
10:30. So finishing things off tonight. So thank you guys so much. So great to
Thank
see you.
We love you. Mwah.
Love you too. And thank you so much to all of you who have stopped by for the EFS Publicity Showcase as part of Folk Unlocked. This is the virtual version of the big folk roots music gathering from folks around the world. And this year it is really truly a global event and more accessible than ever because we're doing it online. But it's great to reconnect with old friends, even if we can't see them in person. So thank you, Danny, Carrie. Thanks to all of you for stopping by. I know, just like the regular conference, folks are coming in and out of the showcase because there's lots of acts to see. No worries. Just come back whenever you can. And also know that this will be archived as well. So if you miss something or you hear about it later and you want to catch it or share it with other people, this YouTube link will work. It will also be on the Folk Unlocked platform as well, so you can check that out. I did want to say briefly, since Danny Schmidt and I met when we were both involved with Red House Records, that yesterday we lost one of the Twin Cities greats, well, one of the musical greats, Peter Ostryshko, who recorded I think all of his albums on the Red House Records label, and he left us, and it's left a big hole for a lot of us. So gathering with all of you today, hearing the music and sharing in that feels really good right now. So thank you for being here. My name is Ellen Stanley. If you just joined us, I am the founder and owner of EFS Publicity. I also wear lots of different hats, so you might have seen me around Folk Alliance's past. But this new company I've launched, EFS Publicity, does PR, radio, other artist services. I do big national campaigns. I also do little projects. So if you just need help with a bio or want help running a crowdfunding campaign or anything like that, you can reach me at the contact info there, efspublicity.com. And one of the artists that I have started working with that I'm so thrilled because I've been a fan of hers for a long time and is Annie Mack. And Annie Mack made her name in the blues world, grew up in North Minneapolis, lives in Rochester, Minnesota, and now on her new EP, which is just power-packed. It's called Testify. It's getting great press, great national press, and Taj Mahal just hand-selected her to join him for a big live stream event on March 20th. And you're going to hear why, because this woman has a powerful voice and great songs. So you're going to enjoy her quite a bit. And without further ado, I'd love to introduce Annie Mack.
Hello, all the way from Minnesota here, the land of tater tot hot dish and Little House on the Prairie. All right, we're gonna get started with a little Testify. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. Well, that old devil, he went to Jesus too. He said, how you gonna eat if you ain't got no food? Now Jesus said, you better keep moving on. I say my food, yes, on the word alone. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. You know she suffered. She was sick and didn't know what to do. She lost all her money, didn't have no friends. Her very last hope, y'all, was this here my man. She was trembling, sure enough afraid. He said, daughter, by your faith, you've been healed today. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. Well, I searched real high, and I've been down low, stumbling around with nowhere to go. I've been out of my mind, had my hope all gone, yeah. But for the grace I'm here and I'm pushing on, pushing on. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. Testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. You gotta testify, tell the truth, stand on the rock for what he did for you. This next one's called Get on the Train. And so come on and get on the train, y'all. Your restless spirit won't let you see divine appointment you need to keep. You have a gift, the ancestors say, make his brother be on the way. Your dreams won't make themselves come true. Don't let your doubts set a trap for you. Just get on the train and don't look back, 'cause the freedom ain't on the train. Stuck between desires and fears, you know your call is greater than here. You have a gift, the wise ones say, make a system be on your way. Go to the mountains, down to the sea, tell everybody so they believe. Come on, y'all. Just get on the train and don't look back. Just get on the train and don't look back. Just get on the train and don't look back, 'cause the freedom ain't on the train. What do you have to lose besides time? You're still young, you'll do just fine. Though see what this world has to show you, and remember, you got things to show the soul world to. Get on the train. Hey. Truth be told, you got a lot to prove. Won't nobody else do the work for you. If you don't try, you never know. Pack up your life and get on the road. Just get on the train and don't look back. Just get on the train and don't look back. Just get on the train and don't look back. There's a freedom waiting on the tracks. Get on the train. Oh yeah. Get on the train. Come on, children. Get on the train. Come on, children. Get on the train. Don't you ever look back. No, no, no. Get on the train. Come on. Get on the train. Get on the train, y'all. Come on, get on the train. Thank you so much for having us here. Folk Unlocked, Folk Alliance International. Thank you so much for Ellen Stanley, EFS, let me get it out, Publicity. We're so happy to be here from my living room. If you see some dust bunnies, just mind your business. It's okay, I'm trying to do the thing. So this next tune is called Shadows of a Kingdom, and I wrote it for my daughter. And we'll let the song tell the story. So, all right. The storm had been building for quite some time. Felt it in my spirit, and I saw the sign. I held my breath, I watched her hold on. She screamed as she beat her fist on her chest and in the ground. It ain't easy being queen in the shadows of a kingdom, trying to turn water to wine. Hoping and praying that it's not going in vain. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. She stood up strong and with purpose. The refining had taken place. Her thoughts and her body were sacred, no longer afraid to take up space. Her work had begun long ago in the depths of my soul, yes. I knew she was beyond whatever I could dream. It ain't easy being queen in the shadows of the kingdom, trying to turn water to wine. Hoping and praying that it's not all in vain. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. And if any wise queen would do, she gonna kill the beast and pardon the fools. And that's a place on soon the king It ain't easy. Oh, no, no. Trying to be queen. Ooh. I know. There's so many. Just thank you. Just so you know, I've got a lovely crew here tonight who have were just so lovely to mask up and do all the things. So we got Mr. Paul O'Sullivan on the guitar, and we got Mr. Alec Tapman on the percussion back there holding it down, and we have Mr. Tim Scribner. I think I'm turned around on the bass. And my name's Annie Mack, and I'm just really happy to be here with you in my living room. That's how that works. So we're gonna keep it moving here. This next one's called Judge and Jury. And all these tunes are on my new EP called Testify. Look it up. It's out there for y'all to just grab a hold of it. I know you think I'm telling lies. I can see it in your eyes. You don't believe what I say is true. How dare I make decisions without your supervision? I must be some kind of fool. You get all up in arms, wanna do my spirit harm, trying your best to shame me. Busy praying for a flood so you can drag me through the mud, trying to hide my humanity. You're not the judge and jury of me. You're not the judge and jury of me. You talk of compassion as if it must come in rations. I see you with your nose up in the air, hell bent on sending me with all your false humility. Where were you when I had my cross to bear? You're not the judge and jury of me. 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 Don't waste your time playing nice. Oh, I met her at the bus stop. Through a cloud of smoke, I swear I heard her say, don't waste your time playing nice. Oh, I met her at the bus stop. Through a cloud of smoke, I swear I heard her say, I beg your time, 'cause I am tired, but not be tired. Not too tired to fight. I bet you're tired, 'cause I am tired. Not be tired, not too tired to fight. You can have your opinion, but you just can't have my rights. You're not the judge and jury of me. 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 You're not the judge, jury of me. You're not the judge, jury of me. You can have your opinions, you can't have my rights. You can have your opinion, you can't have my rights. 'Cause I ain't tired, not too tired to fight. Oh no. 'Cause I ain't tired, not too tired to fight. Not too tired to fight. Just jury of me. Ooh, oh no. That's right, I said it. I'll say it again. These are all original tunes, y'all. Get my EP, Testify. It's on all the platforms and the goodness, and my website there. Once again, my name's Annie Mack, and thank you so much for having me here tonight. I think we have one more tune for you, and it's called Walking Around. I'm walking around with my head in the clouds. I ain't never had no love, but it sure feels right. So tired of feeling lost in my own mind. I'm embracing this love, and I'm loving my time. 'Cause I'm not gonna run, I'm not gonna hide, I'm just gonna let it be. It's time to stop fighting, time to stop denying, time I just start to believe. Yeah. Oh yeah. Looking in the mirror, I refuse to turn away. I'm digging what I see, I'm no longer afraid. I feel the rain fall upon my face. I can't help but smile, 'cause I know that I'll change. And I'm not gonna run, I'm not gonna hide, I'm just gonna let it be. It's time to stop fighting, time to stop denying, time I just start to believe. I'm not giving my energy no more to what no longer serves me. So I'm choosing to let go of the shame that's been all over me. 'Cause each day that I wake, I will choose to embrace all that life has dealt me. And I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, no, I'm not afraid. And I'm not gonna run, I'm not gonna hide, I'm just gonna let it be. It's time to stop fighting, time to stop denying, time I just start to believe. Yeah. Well, I'm walking around with my head in the clouds. Yes, I'm walking around, yes, I ain't never had no love like this. Well, you know I'm walking around with my head in the clouds, walking around. Ooh. All right. Thank you so much for having us tonight.
Thank you so much. That was Annie Mack here as part of the EFS Publicity Showcase at Folk Alliance, Folk Unlocked. Thank you so much for hanging out. So many of you have been with us for the whole evening. It's so great. And we know you have a lot of great showcases to check out. So thank you for choosing to hang out with us for a little bit or for all of it. If there is something that you missed or you want to hear more, maybe you just caught the tail end of Annie's set and you want to hear the whole thing, you can always do that by this YouTube link will be up, and also it will be up on the Folk Unlocked platform. So, yeah, you can check out, and you'll definitely want to check out Annie Mack's new EP, Testify. It is as smoking as you'd expect. It's great. It's getting lots of great press. And again, she will be performing with Taj Mahal on March 20th, special live stream event. So you can check out that. More info on her website, anniemackmusic.com. And if you want more information about EFS Publicity and the other artists I represent, and some of those artists are hanging out in the room, even the ones that aren't performing today, like Lindell, who put out a great record, Gathering Flowers, this past year. You can check out efspublicity.com. Our whole roster is there, and again, there's a lot of artists we've worked with that aren't listed there because we just do little projects for them as well. So whatever you might need, whether it's PR, radio, promotion, or just help writing a bio or running your crowdfunding campaign, we're here to help artists have the tools they need to succeed, because we know, especially right now, it's a lot. So if you just want someone to talk to, that would be me. Again, Ellen Stanley joining you from Minneapolis, Minnesota, land of the Dakota and the Ojibwe. And it's great to be here. And so many folks joining us from Minnesota and around the world for this global folk music gathering. And this is one of my favorite events every year. And I'm just sad we can't be in person, hanging out in the cramped hallways, having a nightcap, all that jazz. But one advantage is that there's, we're not having to squeeze into one hotel room. So the more the merrier. And I appreciate you being here with us. And hopefully you've discovered some new music. And I'm really, really, really excited for our next act who's coming up. I'm sure you know them. They've been to many folk alliances, but not recently because they were on a bit of a break. But then they reunited for a special 30th anniversary tour. And then they put out 2 records in the last year and a half. Yes, 2 records in the last year and a half. One kind of going back to their origins called Where to Begin, where they revisited songs they did together when they were like teenagers. And then they went to that same old studio, but re-recorded these songs, which after 30 years had totally different perspective. So they released that. And then they put out a beautiful acoustic holiday album called Bethlehem. And of course, the band I'm talking about is Storyhill, Billboard charting folk duo. And we're going to hear from them. They're coming to us from Bozeman, Montana. So very, very excited about that. I do want to thank Folk Alliance International, in particular the staff. I saw Jen Rowe had joined us for Annie Mack's set. Jen has been working so tirelessly along with the rest of the staff, Jared, Angus, Marissa, all the people have been pitching in to make this happen. The Folk Alliance staff is a little smaller than normal, and yet they're doing this huge task of moving an epic conference online with hundreds of showcases and people from around the world in different time zones and figuring out the technology. And they've done such a great job. So I'm really grateful to them and grateful for all of you for participating in this. I think it's such a great way to reconnect with folks, and I miss you all very, very much. There was something else I was going to add about that, but I think mainly I'm just happy you're here. I'm really happy, and I couldn't be prouder of EFS Publicity and the artists that I have the privilege of working with. And again, earlier in the evening, we heard from the OK Factor, wonderful string duo that does a crossover classical and traditional folk music. We heard from Jaspar Lepak from Seattle, who has a great new record coming out on March 12th. And it's going for ads tomorrow. So all you folk DJs need to get on that. Let me know if you need a CD copy or digital downloads. Then we heard from Ben Cook-Feltz, wonderful piano playing songwriter and working on some new songs. And then we heard from Taylor James Donskey, who put out a great record last year called Paper Over It. And if you need a copy of that, let me know. It's beautiful. And then we heard from Ellis Delaney. Her latest record, Ordinary Love, is out. It's amazing. And a little birdie told me that there might be a funk version of that title track, Ordinary Love, coming. So look out for that. And then we heard from Danny Schmidt with special guest Carrie Elkin, coming to us from, I think they were coming from Nashville, but a lot of you know them as Austin, Texas artists. And of course, Annie Mack right there from Minnesota, sounding awesome. Her new EP, Testify, is something you definitely want to check out. It's gotten written up in Bluegrass Situation and all kinds of national mags. So you'll want to check it out because it's just on fire. Oh, and the other announcement is that she was just signed to Fleming Artists. So you'll be hearing a lot more from her as she gets out there. So, oh, and also hi to Jessa from Gambler's Daughter. So great to see you. Some great artists joining us today on the live stream. Well, right now, without further ado, I want to introduce this next act. Again, I already mentioned that they put out 2 records in the last year and a half. I'm speaking of Storyhill. Chris Cunningham and John Hermanson, they got their start playing together when they were growing up in Bozeman, Montana. Then they went to college at St. Olaf in Northfield, Minnesota. And Storyhill they started touring all over the place. They have a bunch of fans that are called Hillheads, that are devotees. They started a fan festival for them, which actually some of the artists that performed tonight as part of this showcase have performed at that fest, including Danny and Carrie. And it's the festival's coming back this August. That's the big news that I wanted to make sure to mention. And so if you want more information about Storyhill Fest, then you can check out their website, storyhill.com. And without further ado, I'm going to welcome them, Storyhill, here at the EFS Publicity Showcase at Folk Unlocked.
Don't wanna disappoint, don't wanna freak you out, don't wanna resurrect all you buried down. But if you wanna know where we're going to, Avalon, Avalon. There is a distant shore, there is an apple tree, there is a rocky cliff over a stormy sea. There is fertile ground, there you can bury me, Avalon, Avalon. Oh, we must be near, over the next wave's crest. You'll see the greenest greens of the Alablands. I believe it is as though it may not be. Avalon, Avalon. I leave you facing life in the face of death. There is no deeper truth, there is no truer rest. Ever long, ever long.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, hi, guys. It's great to be here with you virtually this time. We've enjoyed our past experiences with Folk Alliance several times.
Yeah.
Memphis and in Austin.
That's right.
We've met so many great people and great artists and friends. I mean, we have a circle of friends out of this.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys.
Yeah. Wish we could all be together this year, but we'll do it again soon.
Yep. And we want to say a quick thanks to Ellen Stanley and EFS Publicity for having us, and of course Folk Alliance as well. So. It's in the color of the trees on the highway, brilliant with dying. It's in the dust that we're breathing these days, in your whispers and sighing. It's in the longer shadows stretching into the falling night. It's in the deep red sun setting before we're ready, blazing out of sight. In the spring when the ice was melted and the river ran high, we went wading and soon we were swimming. It took an hour to dry, made a fire and lay down beside it. Saw a meteor that night, it turned the whole valley to daylight. Then it was gone, blazing out of sight. I just stood there watching the phone ring until it was done. You always take so much out of me, and I always blow up. I know we've got to talk about it, but I don't want to fight. So many words beneath the silence, so many chances blazing out of sight. How I loved your dirty feet on my windshield and dashed. Open the window and took down the seat and lay your head back. It's in the deep, unknowable blue of a silent night sky, and it's not being able to talk to you and not knowing why. Maybe knowing we'd never make it made it so right. Shooting stars burn the brightest, we were meant to be.
This next song, somewhat inspired by the holiday that is celebrated often in Scandinavia, Santa Lucia Day, which according to the old calendar lands on December 13th, and it's sort of a celebration of the returning of the sun.
The longer days.
Yeah. But over there's a. I mean, it's quite important to the people up in the northern climes, you know, because they've got the less sun, quite a bit less sun, yeah, in the winter. And I worked at a daycare where I learned about this, and the way they celebrate it there is they all parade out. The kids come out into the room where the parents are waiting in the darkness to receive this parade of joy and light. And the year that I was there, the little girl that they chose to be the Santa Lucia to lead the parade of happiness was crying her eyes out over something right before we were supposed to go on and bring the joy. So got me thinking a little bit there. And that's the initial inspiration of the song anyway. A song called Well of Sorrow.
Come, Lucy, into the light. Open windows on the brightening snow and make it through the longest night. A crown of candles for your head tomorrow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I fell in your well of sorrow. You were radiant, all in white array. Blonde braided hair and burning flame halo. But I saw through the whole charade. Your red sash and your robe of white were borrowed. Ooh, ooh, and I fell in your well of sorrow. Come, Lucy, to the light. Open windows on the brightening snow and rage against the coming night. But don't let go of love that grows in shadow. Ooh, ooh, 'cause I fell in your well of sorrow. Ooh, ooh, yeah, I fell in your well of sorrow.
All right. Well, here's a song that we kind of co-wrote.
Yeah, that's right.
Chris started it out, and we kind of have this arrangement between the two of us that we both have to be able to kind of relate to everything we play, which makes sense. You know, we don't want to be playing songs we don't dig.
Exactly.
And yeah, I think my complaint back then was that it was a little too rosy or something, so I added some.
This is kind of a lovey-dovey
right
which has its time and place.
Right.
But yeah, we ended up with this version. It's a little more of a yearning or something. Would you say?
Yeah, there's a little heaviness.
Is there? Where's the heavy in this?
Well, it's like the sort of aspirations for what their relationship can be isn't quite
Yeah.
there yet.
Yeah. The yearning, like I
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, a little more something I can relate to.
Okay.
Could back then.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to play. We're both pretty used to harmonizing, and in this case, we end up harmonizing the whole way through. As in, I don't know if there is actually a melody. It's kind of like the combination, the two harmonies make the melody.
Right. Well, in part of what I was doing, I sort of was like, well, what if we take a different melodic approach? I remember, and I rewrote the melody, and then you threw a harmony over it, and then we realized that harmony is the old melody.
Yes.
So it's sort of like two songs put together.
Yeah, we went round and round.
Yeah.
Right, like the world.
Mhm.
It goes round.
There you go, world go round.
I had a dream, but it wasn't true. I had a faded picture of you, fearlessly happy, unfastened and free, laughing at how hard life can be. Come on, make my world go round. Look where we've come from, nothing tall grows. A constant wind blows bitter and cold. Climbed up the mountain through fields of snow to look at the valley below. Come on, make my world go round. Come on, make my world go round. Won't you let love let you down? Come on, make my world go round. When the field is quiet and the day is won, and the celebration song's been sung, and princes and princesses sleep in their beds, I'll bless you with a kiss on your head. Come on, make my world go round. Come on, make my world go round. Won't you let love let you down? Come on, make my world go round.
Well, here is a song from our new record. Bethlehem is the name of this record. It's a Christmas record. This is a song that fit the themes that a lot of the songs on the record fit, even though it wasn't Christmassy.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to add it. And yeah, here it is.
Did the day give way to the deafening dark? Did you fear you were alone? Did the rain turn to snow? Did the snow hide the only path you've ever known? Did you wonder who would stand up for you and lead you safely home? Could it be you were called for a time such as this? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be you were called to be hope for the hopeless, light for the darkness, love for the enemy? So many have mourned, so many have died, so many are still oppressed. Who will bring justice? Who will bring peace? Who will comfort the ones in distress? Was it only your echo you heard when you cried for those lost in the wilderness? Could it be you were called for a time such as this? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be you were called to be hope for the hopeless, light for the darkness, love for the enemy? Hope for the hopeless, light for the darkness, love for the enemy.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for listening. We got one more tune for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's say a big thanks to EFS Publicity one more time.
Mm-hmm.
We've worked with Ellen many times across the years, over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it used to be, we met through our relationship with Red House Records, and we continue to use her
for promo
as well.
Yeah,
she
press
does a great
release.
job.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, Ellen.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone else.
Yeah, all the folks at Folk Alliance, and hope to see you soon.
Hope you have a good spring, year, and stay healthy, of course. Everybody wants a piece of paradise, a house upon the hill with a view of heaven. Now everyone's here, so close together. Paradise is lost, gone forever. When we were young, we used to walk out in those fields and run forever in the backyard woods. And now the old trails disappear in neighborhoods with streets named after what's gone for good. The hills above town used to be the best place for starry-eyed lovers and inspiration. And now it's all paved, every street's a dead end, and empty summer houses stand all along them. When we were young, we used to walk out in those fields and run forever in the backyard woods. And now the old trails disappear in neighborhoods
named after what's gone for good. But now there's no trespassing, there's no going back again, and I only hope you remember the way it was, what we had back then. When we were young, we used to walk out in those fields and run forever in the backyard woods. And now the old trails disappear in neighborhoods, the streets named after what's gone for good. Gone for good. Everybody wants a piece of paradise, a house on the hill with a view of heaven.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks so much. Yeah. We'll see you.
And thank you so much to Storyhill. Beautiful, beautiful job. And yeah, folks loving that. So great to have you all here join us for this final event as part of the showcase. Kathleen, so great that you could join us from Florida, and Haley and Anthony. So great. Thank you so much for joining me as part of this showcase for Folk Unlocked, Folk Alliance International's virtual conference. Again, my name is Ellen Stanley. Thank you for hanging out with us this long and seeing so many of the acts. So many of you have been with us throughout the night. If you haven't and you just maybe caught the end of Storyhill, there has been music for the last 4 hours. And if you missed any of it, it will be up on YouTube, so you can check it out there and share with folks. It will also be up on the Folk Unlocked platform throughout the duration of the conference as well. So feel free to check it out. Check out our artists at efspublicity.com. And if you are looking for some help promoting your music or venue, I also do work with nonprofits of all sizes and music venues. So if you need any assistance with any of that, again, PR, radio promo, crowdfunding, social media, any of that. So you can hit me up and I would love to hear from you. So great to see so many friends. Thank you for being a part of this showcase. Also, if you like this, subscribe to this YouTube channel because I just created it for Folk Alliance. So we'll be putting more content out there. So if you like this, subscribe to the channel. A few folks already have done so, and I really, really appreciate it. And again, I will see you around the conference. Have a great Folk Alliance. Can't wait to see you all in person. But until then, stay safe and enjoy the music. Take care.